In this video, I'm going to take you through everything you need to know in just 10 minutes ahead of your ACCA SBL examination for the March 2026 exam sitting. That's for the company Merceh Co. If you'd like access to my exclusive SBL notes, you can see above me. Click the link down below in the description or in my bio, as these have helped students around the world to pass their examination, and you can have a copy yourself to follow through with the video. I'm also delighted to say I'm affiliated and associated with Astranti. They offer mock examinations and pre-scene analysis packs based on the pre-scene materials for Merceh Co. And if you'd like to check those out, click the link in the description of this video. And for pure transparency, as always on the channel, if you were to purchase anything, I'd be entitled to a small percentage, which goes to supporting the channel. So let's get stuck into it straight away. What do you need to know ahead of your examination for March 2026? Well, first of all, you can see on the screen here, if you haven't already, you've got to know your theories ahead of the examination. I've got on here SWOT analysis, PESTLE, Porter's value chain, Porter's 5 forces, Porter's diamond model on there. It's not just a case of when you're going through my pre-scene notes actually thinking about, wow, okay, I can see some of the areas and I know the models and theories, but it's the application to the pre-scene information that is going to be the difference in getting you the pass. So where to start first of all? Well, you've got to go down, as you can see here on the screen, to the company overview background on page 7, where we're looking at Merceh Co. Key details on here: they're well established, founded 60 years ago. The country is called Darlan for the pre-scene information. They make magazines, and we're given a variety of different financial and non-financial areas that you need to apply on the exam day to the scenarios and the requirements for the exhibits that were given. In terms of the mission and values, you can see on the left-hand side now, we've got areas on there such as the communication with the readers and the actual authors, creating one large community. There are also hints in terms of an ethical code on there, emphasis on sustainability, and we are looking at a listed organisation where you can see in the ownership model on the bottom left-hand side, we've got some institutional shareholders, directors, and other shareholders. From a governance perspective and an ethical point of view, we have a perfect balance 50-50 of the board structure, including the executive directors and the non-executive directors. We're not really given any accountability or breakdown of the roles, which could come up on the exam day. In terms of the organisation, they actually do in-house their own printing and distribution for the magazines. They have these divisions dotted around the country of Darland, and that is where it could come down to a cost control analysis question. Further on, going through the pre-scene notes, the IT system that they actually use for the magazine, they've been using it to publish for a number of years. So again, a potential technology point there for a PESTLE analysis that you could be referring to. And also, when you can see on the left-hand side for the website extracts, a CSR statement involving the work environment, content provision, stakeholder engagement, and social and environmental commitment. So again, a variety of different areas, potentially from a PESTLE model you could refer to, and also linking it into governance and ethics. You'll have also seen on the right-hand side the financial and non-financial information for Merceh Co. Everything's looking pretty good. They're the 5th largest, or one of the 5th, shall we say, largest organisations actually in Darland. The top 5 organisations in the magazine sector, which Merceh Co actually falls into, they hold 50% of the market share. The revenue's been slightly flatlining, but positive news in terms of the advertising revenue has been going up. Operating profit has been going down, but is still at a reasonably healthy level of 27%. Energy consumed has been dipping down. We'll come up to the KPIs in a moment, but the key thing for you to get down are the printed edition sales of the magazines. They can be formed in 2 ways. You've got actual physical magazines on there, so ones that you can pick up, you might have seen in the dentist or something like that, or digital magazines that are sold completely online and you can read them on your phone on there. But the printed ones, you can see, have been dropping year on year. However, we are told on page 2, and I'll show you in a moment, that yes, sales of printed magazines are going down. However, they're not expected to completely fall off. Remember, for context, they still sold in 2005 3.2 million editions of the hard copy magazines. Now, coming up to some of the different stakeholder groups, and they love to test this on the SBL examination, make sure you understand the difference of which ones are internal and external to the business. The key industry challenges for you to get down in your notes, as we've touched on, is dealing with the declining demand for those printed-based magazines. However, the flip side to that is there is opportunity out there in terms of advertising, and also in terms of the actual industry for magazine companies in Darland. What tends to happen, you can see there, is something called continuous consolidation, where companies are either taken over or they buy another company. Again, another thing for you to look at, possibly linking it to some of the models, and I've put a couple more on there, the Boston Consulting Matrix and the Poppet model from the SBL syllabus. Those KPIs you can find on pages 6 and 7, linking everything from revenue, but there are key ones on there for the KPIs, such as staff turnover, environmental impact, earnings per share, free cash flows. We are not given in the pre-C materials those, well, if any, actually, information for those KPIs, so something to bear in mind for the exam day. Along with the risk register and a potential TARA model on there, we've been given a breakdown of 10 potential risk areas with the potential impacts. So again, could be linking into a SWOT analysis and covering a variety of areas in the pre-C materials. Now, coming up to one of the reasons now why students will fail the SBL exam, and unfortunately it's because they do not apply the pre-C materials effectively on the exam day, and they don't understand some of the key terms in the pre-scene about the specific industry that you need to apply in your answers. So you can see on the left hand side we're dealing with a magazine, and you've got to be aware of all of the different staff. From the authors, support staff, this is where particularly in the Merceh Co question that were given in the pre-scene analysis on there for the pre-scene document, you've got to be asking yourself questions as to what they could potentially throw at you, and costing is one of them. I believe could be a particular area. Now, the key personnel on the left hand side, you've got the magazine's editor-in-chief. They are in overall charge, overall responsibility, and overall accountable for what is actually published. But you've got to be aware of some of the key terms, like what an author is, and are they freelance on there. They actually want to go down a more sort of subscription model we'll come on to. And you can see on the right hand side the different sources of income and expenses broken down, that we've got different varieties, and Merceh Co are really only taking advantage of the digital copies and the actual the usual bread and butter of physical magazines that they actually distribute themselves on there. We're told about the production process and the risks of plagiarism on there, so it could link into cyber risks or potentially you referring to the likes of artificial intelligence. And coming up to page 2, you'll see on there in terms of the ACCA Code of Ethics you've got to get down. We've been given hints on that for the value statement further down on there, along with the professional skills of analysis, commercial acumen, communication, evaluation, and skepticism. They will be on your exam in one way or another. Looking at the products on the right hand side, key things for you to get down: what other competitors are doing about offering extra content. This is where they're generating new revenue streams in the likes of additional website material, email newsletters, podcasts, social media, putting advertising on there and generating more revenue as a result. The other final key thing, and I touched on it before, is actually relating to Merceh Co themselves and the way that they actually go about their publishing. A key phrase and amount up at the top here is the total market size for Darland is around 8,000 million in terms of revenue. So don't get confused here. That is the equivalent of $8 billion. That is the local currency. And then the other final thing is when I was referring to those printed and digital magazines, key things on here in this paragraph, I'll even put my mouse on it for you. Most magazines are published in both printed and digital online formats. The market for print-based magazines is diminishing, as we saw in those actual diagrams and graphs on page 10. Although, and this is the bit you've got to get down, it is likely to remain significant for some time to come. So in other words, the actual print-based hard copy magazines are not falling off the earth. They are still going to be making some very good sales, and therefore that is where In terms of Merceh Co, they've got to be looking at their digital strategy, their costing, and other areas that you could be given on your exam day, along with looking at those models and actual other aspects you can see on here that I've put on the screen that you need to be able to apply on the exam day given the requirements. It will not just say apply Porter's diamond or apply SWOT analysis. You'll have to read between the lines, look at the number of marks, and apply the pre-seen materials with what you're given in the exhibits. And that takes you through, in 10 minutes, everything you need to know for your SBL March 2026 exam. If you'd like access to these exclusive notes, click the link in the description or in my bio and you can take a look and have a copy yourself, along with checking out those Astranti mock papers. And I will see you on the other side now for another video to get you the 50 plus and to pass. So thank you very much and subscribe.